This comedian just ruined her entire comedic career before it even got started.
Staph infections up and down both of my legs. And I was like, oh my God. And she said the doctor said I could have died. I should have come sooner. I'm on 2 antibiotics. Oh my God. He said it was most likely from a shaving incident.
That's comedian KDK. Now, KDK is an up-and-coming comedian who is finding gigs wherever she can find them. Now, recently she opened up for a more established comedian called Mojo Brooks.
Y'all, we don't black people meet. We bad. I like her, she like me. Oh, this is my boo thing, y'all. I'm telling you.
Now, KDK was responsible for introducing him before his set, and she was also the opening act. Let's just say the crowd that came to see Mojo Brooks and KDK are two entirely different demographics, right? Mojo Brooks is bringing some KDK is more good old fun comedy. So KDK had an issue with the reception from Mojo Brooks after she opened up for him, and she expressed it on her TikTok.
Okay, I'm not going to name the comic and I'm not going to name the club, but I am going to tell you something egregious that happened to me last night at a show. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I was booked to be the opening act for a bigger comic. And by bigger, I mean has a giant following. It remains to be seen if he's more talented. Anyways, I had a perfectly wonderful set, and this comic actually didn't arrive in time for his show. So he arrived while I was on stage. He was over 30 minutes late to his own show. So
she made claims that Mojo Brooks was 30 minutes late to his own show, which are claims that he refuted and actually showed receipts that he wasn't actually late and he was actually on IG Live in the building while she was on stage opening up for him.
Hey, y'all. Just want to finally go ahead and address what this comedian has said I've done to her after she opened up for me in San Diego on Thursday. Just to dig right into it, she said I was late. I was not. The show was scheduled to start at 7, but because it was sold out, they wanted everybody to get in the building, so they pushed the time back to 7:30. Before she was even on stage, I was in the building. I was in the green room. I was on live.
Now, she continued and stated that Mojo Brooks was really mean to her. And he was mean to her for no reason because she didn't bomb and she put on an amazing show for his audience before he came on stage.
I Googled him to get his intro facts and made sure I had his name correct and was hyping up the audience. I had a great set. I did not bomb. I'm a self-aware person. I've been doing stand-up for over 8 years. So if I bombed, I think I would know. No, the audience was laughing. They were into it. And then I introduced him. I hyped up the crowd. I said his name right. Everything was great. He comes out, doesn't look me in the eye, doesn't shake my hand, and starts ripping me to shreds, saying, I'm so sorry that she was on this show. You didn't rock up to the wrong building. I'm sorry if you wanted a refund. She doesn't belong here. She doesn't fit in. I don't know why someone booked a substitute teacher. She should have brought ratchet shit. I don't really even know what that is supposed to mean, because that's not authentic or genuine to me, and I'm not going to try to pander to an audience just because we come from different backgrounds. I'm going to find the common ground of what everyone can laugh at regardless of their background, and that's what I did, and it happened. And then he spent the first 5 to 10 minutes of his set ripping to shreds that I didn't belong in the same building as him with his audience.
She's a fairly new comedian, only been doing comedy for about a year now. So she's fairly new to the comedy club culture and don't really understand that if you bomb, you're going to have to hear about it from people who perform after you. Now, she claims she didn't bomb. Mojo Brooks had another story. Now, he claims that her set was actually horrible, pure filth, and that people were bored and checking out. That he was actually on live while she was performing, and people was on his live telling him to come on and get her out of here.
Everybody's saying that I was there. They were actually, when she actually got on stage, they were actually watching me on live while she was on stage. That goes to show you how good she was doing. She even went on to say that she had a perfectly great set and that she brought me up on stage to good energy, high energy in the room. Y'all, this was a sold-out crowd. A sold-out crowd of people who bought tickets to come and see me. This was the energy that I came up to. Or should I point this way? Either way, this is the energy.
My hand and woo, ready? Woo!
Y'all, she also said that she did her due diligence. She went on Google to get some information about who I am, and the only thing that she was able to come up with was he blew up on social media. And then, y'all, this was the part. This is how she got my crowd up there.
Mojo Brooks then released the footage of her set. And my God, this was one of the worst sets I've ever seen.
I'm just happy to be here. It's been kind of a rough week. I had a birthday. Thank you. Thank you. But it was the one where I had to renew my license. And I got bullied at the DMV. You guys seem nice, so thank God. But, like, I can't take much more this week. I went in and first they say, do you want to be an organ donor? And I clicked yes because I'm an amazing person. But then it popped up, do you also want to donate $2 to the Organ Society? Are you fucking kidding me? You want $2 more from me? Is the promise of harvesting my fresh brain, heart, stomach, and spleen not enough for you? Now you get none of me. I almost unchecked the organ donor box.
So obviously horrible, and she bombed really bad. Now, I'm kind of concerned because she says she did really good. So if that's doing really good, imagine what are her actual bombs really looking like. But here's the thing. She's new to comedy. So even if she did bomb, she doesn't expect the opening act or the closing act who follow up after her to really let that be known and rip into her. But that's a normal thing. If you bomb as an opening act, the closing act is going to come out and he has to touch on it. So that's what happened. Mojo Brooks came out and he touched on it.
Well, they done had that substitute teacher come up here and bring me to the stage. She told y'all ass to get buck wild. Hell no, we gotta redo that. Y'all was out here like, hey man, we came here for the ghetto shit. What the fuck? Where the fuck is he at? Somebody just DM me like, I think I'm at the wrong show. I was backstage like, all right, tell them I'm ready. I'm ready. These motherfuckers would ask for a refund. I ain't sending no money back. Now, y'all give it up for that opening comic y'all seen tonight, man. But we definitely not going to bring me to the stage like that, so. Y'all act like that ain't happening.
So obviously he joked to her a little bit. And I feel like this is the definition of there are two sides to every story, because in her depiction of what took place came off as really malice, really mean girl. He wouldn't even look me in my eyes. He said, I don't belong here, which was clear exaggeration. He did go in on her a little bit, but it was all in good fun. It was comedic.
She said that I said that she was at the wrong show and that she didn't belong at my show. This is actually what I said.
I think I'm at the wrong show.
And he didn't do a 10-minute set on her, as she says. It was actually for about 1 minute and 19 seconds, and then he moved on. But because, I feel like most people are on edge, especially when it comes to Karen activities and Karen behavior, that whenever they see a white woman complain about a black man and slightly exaggerate or depict things, not exactly how they occur, people are on edge and automatically outraged if they feel like she depicted him in a manner, that was potentially malicious to his career, or, she was trying to conduct a witch hunt on him. So people were on edge. And once the video came out and it appeared that she exaggerated, well, people let her have it. People were in her comment section calling her a liar, calling her a Karen, saying she was trying to tear down a black man. So she was forced to come back and respond.
Y'all are wild. Somehow a video that I posted on my own page about my own experience with disrespect and unprofessionalism from an unnamed comic at an unnamed club went crazy and devolved into a situation where people are now bringing my skin color and my gender into it. What? How did that happen, TikTok? What are you doing? How ridiculous. If you want to believe that he wasn't late, okay. Sure, I lived it, and so did 225 other people, but cool. If you want to believe that he posted everything that happened and not just clips to make himself look a certain way, then also, okay, got it. If you want to use the fact that I was hyping up the crowd, saying, get loud right now, give a warm welcome, go buck wild for your next comic, okay, I'm from Arkansas. I went to University of Arkansas. We went hog wild, buck wild. I've said that at hundreds of shows.
But her response to me was filth, right? Because you don't do a response and then in your response, you do a placement for an ad, right? Like she's now out here trying to sell us like detachable bangs while doing a response to a real serious situation.
That then there's a live named white woman tears. Shame on you, babe. Apologies are for people that did something wrong. So I'd like to talk about something much more important that happened today, which is that I ordered fake bangs. I have been wanting to get bangs possibly, and I wanted to chop off all my hair. That remains to be seen. So someone looked me in the eye and said, hey, before you chop off all your hair that could take years to undo, maybe you should order fake bangs and see how they look on your face. So I did. They were $15 on Amazon.
So at this point, bro, like after you try to sell me a detachable bang, everything you says go out the window, and now I automatically think you are a clout chaser. Because why would you place an ad? Why would you place a sponsorship within a response video to people accusing you of being racist and a Karen? I don't get it. It come across as really unaware. But y'all let me know, man, what do you guys think, bro? You feel me? Do you guys think that she's a bad person? Or is this just the, textbook case of two sides to two different stories or two sides to the same story? Y'all let me know in the comment section, man. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out why I believe this rapper should be doing life in prison. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.